Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you back to Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6. If for some reason you feel the need to leave and get elemental relics or helmets or what have you, this is your last chance to do it, going up that elevator right there. Because once we go down this conveyor belt, we are stuck here until we complete this dungeon. So, let's go! Unless you've decided to go back, in which case you can, well, come back over here. Anyhow, no response. Now, before we talk to this other Esper here, let's head up here to a save point that we can take, which I am going to do, while also rearranging my equipment just a little bit. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, all ready to go there. I have everyone set up with those ruby rings that I went back for, well, off-screen in the last video, I suppose. If you don't have ruby rings, you'll want to have the red chaperons for support, and if you don't have those, then, well, the strategy's not going to be terribly different. It's just going to be a little slightly more difficult. Because once we talk to this Esper here, we are thrust into battle! Against Firefly! And also, technically, we're also fighting the other Esper, but once we hit Firefly, like, I think 10 times with any attack, whether it heals, does nothing, or, well, hurts her, obviously, then she'll switch out to the other Esper, Powder. And what I want to do here is just cast Ice, including with the other characters that have the what is it? The blue chaperons up till now. Ow! Cadence, you might not survive this. Because the best way to take this on is to just go full-on assault, even if you don't have defenses, although odds are one of your characters is probably going to get taken out. Because, yeah, there we go. That's the end of the battle right there. Firefly is weak to ice and absorbs fire. Powder is the opposite, absorbs ice and is weak to fire, and they are otherwise immune to all other elements. And they also have nothing to steal. So yeah, if you didn't teach characters ice, then obviously Flash's Chainsaw, Luna's Pummel, and Applejack's Dispatch will work just fine. But that was the best way to go right there. It's the only time that I'm going to have Flash using magic attacks, that is. But anyway, once you defeat either one of them, as they have separate HP, they will give up, and, well, now they're not hostile to us anymore. Oh, processed. I see. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, once you talk to both of them, they will turn into... Actually, these crystals look like they're from Final Fantasy IV, don't they? Huh. Anyway, if you want to, you can leave Firefly here. But if you do, you will lose her forever. I believe she's the only Esper that you can lose forever like that. Well, there is another one, technically, but that's kind of a weird optional deal, which we'll get to much later. Anyway, we get Firefly and Powder. These are two very good Espers. Firefly notably because it gives us our first Vigor boost, which I'll be giving to Flash. And Firefly also, I believe, is the only Esper that teaches Float, which can be useful in various places and also against a few of the game's bosses. You also can learn Gust, though I'm not terribly interested in that spell outside of Scootaloo using it, since, well, anything weak to wind is also typically weak to either ice or lightning, so it's not really that big a deal. But anyway, otherwise, we have Powder, which does not have any stat boost, but importantly, comes with Osmos, which is the single most important thing you could possibly give to all your magic casters, and actually, you're like right there on learning that. So you know what? Who has Gusty right now? You have Gusty? Why do you have Gusty? Huh. Well, anyway, I'm going to give you Powder for the time being, and I'm going to finish off Gusty on you. Well, I was totally not knowing what the heck I was doing back there. I'm going to re-equip the party, and I'm not worried about our MP right now. We'll get it healed soon enough. So, yeah, I don't need to waste the tens. Actually, in fact, we'll heal our HP first of all. And, actually, I don't think there is that many enemies to absorb MP from, because there's new enemies around here. But in any case, let me change my equipment real quick, and I'll be right back. Flash is also just about to get a level up, so I've gone ahead and given him Firefly so he can start learning Vigor, since that will help him at least somewhat in the long run there. So I've gone back to mostly what I've done before, but we're not going to meet any, I don't believe at least, we're going to meet any of the enemies that we can meet above. It's pretty much all new enemies around here. In fact, in this one particular room, there's a, well, unique enemy that we can fight, which is the Flan enemy. These guys are specifically weak to fire. I might as well have you do it. Where's my... Oh, no, never mind. You don't have fire. I forgot I haven't taught that to you yet. Although she is in the process of learning fire too. But yeah, these guys are specifically weak to fire. It'll basically one-shot them. They are otherwise immune to poison, water, earth, and wind, so don't do any of that to them. But they're otherwise pretty easy, although there is kind of a unique fight you can do here where they'll kind of, you can kill a couple of them and then some more will show up. You can kill more and then some more will show up and what have you, but I'm not really worried about that. This is, I think, the only room where you can meet those guys, not that they're at all important. Now that we're in this room, there's some more new enemies that we can meet, including a couple of unique ones that are actually unique to this room, specifically. Including the Colonels. This is kind of an interesting enemy for, well, I might as well ruin it because the tiny troops are there. In fact, Flash, if you don't mind, Noise Blaster. Just hang out there. Angle Form. Yeah, Angle Form. That'll work. Aw. Tried to help us. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Anyway, the Colonel there is kind of an interesting ability for Scootaloo because it can use, well, it should allow her to use Cure 2, which is okay, but in addition to the 50-50 chance of using Cure 2 or just the basic fight command, she'll also, oh, there we go, have a 50-50 chance of choosing either one character or the whole party. It's not terribly reliable because of that. Let's go ahead and, yeah, have you start keep learning that now, so. I definitely want you specifically to start learning Osmos there, so. Fortunately, I have some nice MP healing items if I absolutely need it too, so. Anyway, so yeah, it's a okay ability. I don't particularly care for it due to its unreliability. Ooh, here's another important enemy. Thank you for going first, Flash. Weapon, Noise Blaster, immediately, because these guys have some really nasty abilities that I don't want to deal with. And otherwise, Aspect Police. Yeah, they have these 3 unique spells, level 4 Flare, level 5 Death, and level 3, is it called Muddle or Confusion in this one? I think they renamed it to level 3 Confusion. Definitely don't want to deal with that, because I don't think anybody is actually susceptible to level 5 Death right now. In fact, how about you just don't do them, since Scootaloo's not reliably using her other skill right now. Although Celestia would have been a little stronger at that. Thank you! Hit all of them, would you? Wait, what happened there? Scootaloo, why didn't you do anything? I just saw Gigavolt fly on the screen there, right? What happened? Scoot? Why didn't you do anything? It is called level 3 Confused now. Oh, they're out of MP. Good. Now they can't do anything, much of anything to us. Scootaloo, why aren't you doing anything? Okay. like, absolutely... Are you silenced? Huh. She must be... When did you get silenced? That's weird. What happened, Scootaloo? I didn't see... When the... Was it that program back there? Is that what that does? That must be it. That was weird. I've never seen that before. Huh. Oh, good. You finally learned Ice 2. Flash gained a level. Oh, that reminds me. Something else I glossed over with the swords there. Well, two things, actually, now that I think about it. With the Fire 2, Ice 2, these actually stack with the growth rate of the swords that they have, so it'll actually be a rate of times 3 in this case. Or times 3, times 8 in that case. So, anyway, you're done. Are you done learning that? No, you're not. And, well, let's see. Anyway, I'll just put you on the full moon for now. But yeah, one thing I forgot to say about the swords here is that these also have a 25% chance of casting a magic attack of their respective element, basic lightning, ice, and fire spells, which are based on your character's magic stat, so that can be useful. It's also an alternative in that fight against the Espers back there, although they do both have really high physical defense. Anyway, how about you, Runic, try to get some of that MP back, because these guys aren't really going to do much. Scammer, I guess. Why not? Or not. These guys can use Cure 2. Oh, yeah, Cure 2 without being confused, but thank you. Anyway, since you guys aren't going to be being very, Scootaloo isn't doing as much magic as I was hoping, especially in the last battle. Man. Bio attack. I think that's a physical poison skill there. Would you please do something, Scootaloo? Thank you. I could have had Flash using Flash, which would have been much more reliable, but I kind of got caught up in the moment. Wow! That was a lot stronger than I was expecting. Anyhow, Dispel. Fire Ruby? Really? Why do you guys have Fire Rubies? That's weird. Anyhow, I don't think you're close to getting a level up there, are you? Oh, and I don't need you on Firefly anymore. Let's have Celestia start learning that, because I would like to have someone learn Float eventually. Not for this dungeon or anything, but eventually it would be nice. Let's see, Research Lab. We can meet more new enemies in this room, including the Rhinox. This is a rather interesting enemy for Scootaloo to learn the abilities of, because they have Life 3, which, when a character is affected by Life 3, they will then... Let's see, do I want to use Aspic? I don't think so, because... oh, no, now I won't. Yeah, because... Did that actually work on you, I wonder? Probably not. But yeah, because then... Uh-oh. Well, you'll see it right here. They'll revive with, as if they were hit with a regular life spell. So, Aspic. Because these guys are still weak to lightning, just like their predecessors. Oh, are they? Oh, never mind. Oh, they're not. Oh, maybe I must have been thinking of something else. I didn't realize they absorbed lightning. Oh, no, wait! Duh, the other guys also absorb lightning. What am I thinking? Oh, right, you're blinded. I don't really need that status anymore, actually. Well, I guess those guys were still around, but they're not in this area from here and out, the tiny troops. Thanks, Flash! Although, that guy did revive. Anyway, thank you. Well, that wasn't a very good demonstration. There's another new enemy around here called Gobbler, but I don't really care about it. I'll probably end up getting Rhinox, even though it's also, like the Cure spell, it's also not terribly reliable. Now down here, there is a treasure chest that looks like it's empty, but it's actually not. Has Bioblade, that other blade is not in the game anymore. Break Blade. Bioblade, it's just like the other elemental swords. It Poison Elemental, Bio to rating ×3. I don't care about Bio. It is way too weak at this point in the game, so whatever. And now, we have this guy blocking our path, so now I definitely want to rearrange my equipment again, and also my Espers, and be right back. Alrighty, I have specifically geared my party up for full-on magical offensive, except for Flash, who is going to be doing a little bit of stealing at the beginning here. Now, also, I have very specifically given my top 3 magic stats wielders Espers, the attacking Espers, Firefly, Star Swirl, and Powder, respectively. Note that Powder is less expensive than the other 2, although all 3 of them are the exact same attack power. I could have actually just kept her with Firefly, but I'm too short of being able to cast that twice with Celestia, which is kind of important, because this next battle has kind of an interesting gimmick to it, if you will, against the Proto Troop. Now, a Mug, specifically Celestia, Summon, and Wing Pike. You can also get the Vampire Sword from this guy. Quickly, everyone start casting those. Flash, wait a moment, please. Hopefully I can get around to Celestia's turn fast enough here. Because normally, if you hit this guy with any magic attack, he'll use Wall Change, which will... which will make him immune to all but one element, and then he'll also cast one particular element as well. Please do not use Wall Change. Thank you! Got him! And as long as Splash does not use his instant death attack, we should have killed him. Or we can kill him now. Usually he has just a little bit of HP left after that, but yeah, you can totally get around the Wall Change by simply casting Espers, because they don't activate his Wall Change. So, yeah, there you go. Awesome. That went enormously better than I was expecting it to. Otherwise, you're going to have to use Scan to figure out what his weakness is, because he'll only be affected by that one spell. Oh, we got an Ice Sword. You can also get a Fire Sword, but I think that one's a rare drop? Or is it the other way around? I'm not really sure which one's rare and whatnot. But anyway, we got that Vampire Sword as well. I'm not sure if the Vampire Sword or the Wing Pike is the rare drop. Or rare steal, that is. But Vampire Sword... Where'd it go? Didn't I get a Vampire Sword? Or did I get the Wing Pike? Oh, I got the Wing Pike. Oh, that's right. I was thinking... Because I said Vampire Sword earlier. But yeah, I just got another one of these. Vampire Sword is a weapon that I don't really care about. It just does... Well, basically, you can do damage that is more or less based on how much HP you've lost, because you'll automatically heal yourself afterwards. But if you've taken no damage, it can't do any damage, so I don't really tend to use it, and I don't believe it has any stat boosts either. So anyhow, none of that really matters. I'm just going to keep them all like this for the time being. So anyway, that fight's over with. Whoa! What the? Firefly, you're here again. Huh. Holy cow. What's all this? What did flipping that switch exactly do? Because it sounds like they all did this on their own. Huh? What the? Who are you? Well, this is what they call Magicite, although actually I think they call it something else in this mod. I'm not sure exactly. I kind of glossed over that part. What have you done? Who are you? Ah. And now we receive 6 more Espers. Oh, it is still called Magicite. Never mind. They're just called crystals instead of stones now. Radiant Hope! Well, this is character from the comic specifically. Starting in the Fiendship is Magic ones that specifically was about what's his name, King Sombra, and it was also continued in the other comics too. So, and a pretty good story, I might add. That was definitely the best backstory we've gotten for him so far, since he got terrible character development in the show. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. Shining Armor is kind of with the Empire, isn't he? Senses. What are you talking about? Cadence, can it be? Huh? Oh man! Didn't we ditch you? Oh, so yeah, I guess she never found that out. What? What? Say it ain't so, princess! You're waiting, we're waiting! Well, sure. Bit of a delayed way to say that. Having the ellipses in there and all. Do you think that's considered a major insult in the world of Equestria? Or a death threat? Ooh, Scootaloo, you're like totally in the... Ooh, that looks painful, Scoot. They do that in the original game too, so... Huh? Oh. Well, I suppose he has, but... Huh? When did you learn to teleport? You'll be okay, Scoot. You might not ever be able to fly, but you'll be okay. Oh, Cadence. Dang it. And I believe she's also been automatically unequipped of everything if you need it, so... What do you mean, ooh, what happened? Really? What do you think just happened? Chaos, that's what. Oh. Well, crud. Over there? Can we go back? We can't? Oh, man. So, if you need a level grind, you can't. For what's going to be actually rather... difficult in this mod. Next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy VI. Arrivederci!